Hello everybody, my name is Sparky from Sparkywood Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Sparky's Guide. So today, we're going to be talking about the Ender chest. But first, if you missed the last episode, I made this project wall. This is basically going to determine what we're going to be doing for the rest of the series going forward. Of course, we will be doing other things as well. But mob-proofing the nether tunnels, that is something that I did off camera. This is the tunnel to the nether fortress, actually. But anyways, so this tunnel is complete, and it goes all the way to the nether fortress. Yeah, so right down here, this is the nether fortress. This does need to get mob-proofed, but we are in the nether fortress. I am going to head home, and then we're going to be talking about the ender chest and shulker boxes. We're going to be talking about the ender chest, and if you can remember back to when we went to the end city, that was a little while ago at this point. In the end cities, there were two kinds of chests, an ender chest and a regular chest that had loot in it. There's ender chests and loot chests in end cities. So I just want to go over, let's go over to the end. We might have to do something with this room, this end portal room. I know it does reset at a certain, it does reset. I forget what you have to do, but it does reset the obsidian, so we might have to keep that in mind. But I want to go back and show you the ender chest that spawn in these end cities. Okay, well, there's some shulkers. So these shulkers, they drop shulker shells. I just got one. And you need 2 shulker shells to make a shulker box. And you can put all those shulker boxes in your ender chest to basically have like the ultimate backpack. An ender chest, you can actually craft these guys. So if you have an ender eye and 8 obsidian, you have the ender eye in the middle and surrounded by 8 obsidian, you can get an ender chest. And now it does, you do need silk touch for these, so you just want to be careful that you don't accidentally break it with your fortune pickaxe or just a regular pickaxe, because it's just going to break into obsidian. But I also do have a confession to make. I do already have an ender chest, and that's why if I open this, I have 3 shulker boxes in here already. I'm going to take this shulker box, and okay, so remember what I told you? Don't do it with your non-silk touch pickaxe. Well, that's just what I did. So we can actually go home, and I will show you how to craft these. And then I can go craft some shulker boxes, and maybe we can even get some more shulker shells. Yeah, I'm going to head back home, and then I will show you about the ender chest and how to craft it, and shulker boxes. I don't have some of the required ingredients for an ender chest. So I need blaze powder, and I need to make an ender eye. Eye of ender. Now, this is going to show up in my crafting recipe, the ender chest. And now you can place it anywhere you want. And basically, this is like a backpack that you can use in the game to store items in here. Certain items that maybe you just want to store and not have in your inventory. So maybe I throw my chest plate in here. Maybe I throw some extra fireworks in here. Maybe I throw some shulker shells in here. I won't have them in my inventory anymore. It's going to be in this ender chest. But if I use my silk touch pickaxe this time, now you can see that it's just one item with a bunch of stuff in it now. And I put it back down, it's going to be back in this ender chest. So this can be very, very useful. Now, making those shulker boxes that I have, very simple. Literally, you need 2 shulker shells and a chest. Shulker boxes are also very good to have as well, because it's a similar similar thing to an ender chest. So let's say I throw all this stuff in, all the stuff that I have in my inventory into this shulker box. Now, I have clear inventory. I have a shulker box with a bunch of random stuff in it. Now, I can throw it in my ender chest. I can throw all this stuff back in my inventory now. But yeah, it is definitely good for storage. And if there are certain things that you need in a pinch, you can throw it on your ender chest, and you can get it really quickly. Yeah, but that's basically it for ender chests. It's very, very good and very useful for on-the-go stuff, especially for exploration and especially for inventory management. Now, I will go over what my ultimate setup is going to be for this ender chest. Now, people have different ways of setting up their ender chest. I like to have mine a certain way too. But before I can even do that, I'd have to go and get some more shulker shells. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go find some more, or we're going to go back to that end city, get rid of the rest of those shulkers, and then maybe find some more end cities. And then I will, let's say maybe I'll do it for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. And then I will come back and be like, okay, hey, this is all we got for shulker shells. Let's craft some more chests, and let's fill up this ender chest. The plan is to fill up this whole thing. And there's going to be, these things are going to go into one of these shulker boxes at some point. My goal is to fill up all 27 slots. We're going to go back to that end city after I clean out my inventory. And then I'm going to go, I'm going to say, let's do an hour. I'm going to go find some other end cities after I'm done with the one that I'm already found. And I might even pick up some loot. I will see you in about an hour. It's been a little bit more than an hour for me. It's actually the next day. So, gathering all those shulker shells took me a little bit longer than expected. I actually had to come back. I was running out of some supplies, so I had to just do a quick restock. But I did manage to get all the shulker shells and required for all the shulker boxes in my ender chest. You would need 54 shulker shells total. And what I recommend is if you put your sword in your offhand and you have your bow in your main hand, the looting effect will get applied when you shoot your bow. So, and that's what I did, and that's why it did not take very long to get all those shulker shells. I will say it was a little problematic when all the shulkers are ganging up on you. So I actually had to get a new shield. So because my other shield broke, so I might put unbreaking and mending on a shield at some point. But I also want to go over. I have a box for rockets. This is just a box with like extra stuff that I'm gonna need, or that extra stuff that I need. So this is just like I have my chest plate, and I have an extra shield. And then I have like this box. This is some of the loot that we got. This is some of the loot that I got from there was like, maybe like about 5 end cities. And this is all the loot that I got. I even got a diamond spear. So at some point I can get a netherite spear. I'm gonna unenchant this, or disenchant this. And yeah, I can get a netherite spear. So I didn't think that I would be able to, or I would get one from end city loot, but yeah, there's some good loot in here. So, and I got 2 extra elytras. So yeah, I don't know about these iron tools, but I'm sure I'll find a use for them at some point. Maybe I can put them on armor stands. Maybe we can build an armory. That is just some extra tools I might need that I can use at some point. Definitely can throw some mending and elytra on those shulker boxes. It did take me a while to do this, so it's not like, it did take me a little bit over an hour, maybe closer to an hour and a half. I got all these shulker boxes in here, so maybe in the next episode, I'm going to go over how to sort an ender chest. And I might have to do a little bit of research because the way that I play, the way that I think that I would need in an ender chest, they have added a bunch of more stuff, and so I have to take that into consideration. I think that's it. I'm not going to do anything else this episode, but I just wanted to end the episode by letting you know that, yeah, I was successful in getting all those shulker shells required. And again, it's 27 shulker boxes. That's what you can put in your ender chest. And yeah, it's going to be very useful going forward in this series. Yeah, this is going to be it for Sparky's Guide. I hope to see you in the next one, and peace.